This is Aaron Trader. It is Thursday morning, so we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. Now, remember, on natural gas, the EIA report will be out today at 10:30, and tomorrow at 1 o'clock will be the rig count for crude and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, market, ETF. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, first of all, here we're going to take a look here at the old seasonality chart. Now, I posted this here many times here, but I just want you to put this on your back burner for, down the road. So here we are in September. Where did it go? Right on up here to the peak. It got as high as 95.03. The resistance was 95.05. So it came within 2 cents. Not that bad. Okay, now it's just selling off. So this is where I go short, okay, until you get to the first week of December. Then, you got a little sideways action here, but you can catch the rally basically from here till the first couple of days in January, which is right there. Okay, so basically you either want to sell or short, your choice. Come all the way down here, and then the first couple weeks in December, take it along and go into the end of the year. Okay, and then you just gotta. This is basically scalping. This is how I just scalp the market both directions here. Okay, until the end of February. Then I take a long position, and then I also scalp it daily. Okay, so there's your seasonality. Now, it doesn't play out like this every year, but this year here, she's rocking and rolling. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily chart. All right, here we have your daily chart. Now, look at this. Let me blow this up here a little bit here. Okay, this is what we got here. Okay, so you put in a big red candle here. Once you lost this 8-day, it's man out the window time. Okay, now I've been always pointing out this. When this happens, that 8 crosses over 21, she just sells down. Look what just happened. Okay, your 8 is below your 21 day, and your 21 day now is curling over also. Now, another couple signs that I pointed out here was this. Okay, right there. See this negative divergence? Okay, we had the exact same thing here. So when we were over to this stage here, I just said, let's just see how this is all going to shake out. Well, you made another high here, okay, on this candle here, and then you made a high here. But then you made a really big high here, and then you put in a lower low. Negative divergence. That's another sign that says, okay, this is going to have to be on the short side. Now, this MACD, once the green crossed over to red, it's man out the window time. She's going lower. And look what happened here, okay? Now you're below this 8, the 21, and the 50. So let's just see where we're going to go. So today's low so far is 82.35. So basically what we want to do is we want to look here, okay? So you're looking at 82.05. Okay, we have 81.41. We have 80.87. And then we have right here, you have 80.45. And then we start coming down here. You got 79.34. And then we come down here to this candle here, which is basically 78.14, which lines up pretty nice here with this old Hondo right there at 78.63. And then right below it here is you have your 77.53. So basically, if you just look at this chart, okay, the 200-day, which is always the strongest support and resistance level, this is basically the target that you're looking for here, is this 77.53. Okay, so this is what we're looking for here on this downside. Now, again, it did not hold this 50-day, so if it gets down to this area here, and eventually it will, we got to see if it holds there. If not, then basically what we have to do is come across and follow these candles all the way down until you get another retest down here. Very, very easy. Now, on the upside, say, oh, it turns around, get some dramatic thing. Well, here's what you have to do. You have to look at this 84.94. That is going to be critical. You need to close back above that. Okay, that is going to be very, very key level. And then what you do is we just follow these candles right here. Okay, so you come up here and you have a 85.93 here. We have an 86.15. You have 86.71. Then we come up here. You have 87.22. And then what you want to do is look to the top of this candle here. That's going to be key. Okay, so that's 85.02. All right. So then we come all the way up here, and then we have to look at your 8-day, 89.03, and then your 21-day sitting at 89.29. But the problem with this is that always look at your candles, your highs, your low, and your closing numbers. Those are going to be your support and resistance level. These are going to be key. Support and resistance is your SMAs here. So you got a very, very tough one there at 84.94. And by the time this get back up here, this 8-8 SMA is going to roll over big time. So right now here, I'm still short on the market here. So I've been short here since we had this big red candle here. And then I added here, once you broke this 8 SMA here. So this is just like, man, out the window time. I'm looking for something lower here. Now here, basically for this 77.53. But again, some people would have to term, say, hey, I want to take a scalp. You can still be short and take a scalp. Look here, right here to this 50 SMA here. That is going to be big time resistance there to the upside. All right, let's take a look here on a weekly and a monthly. Okay, your monthly chart. Now we got a ways to go on the old monthly here, but you can see it lost that 21. Not good. And we're headed right for that 78.67. Basically on your 8 SMA here. Okay, so it just could not hold this level right here. See where all you had your resistance right here? Popped right up in there for the month and then right down again. Okay, but remember, you got time here. This is only what the 5th of October here. So you got plenty of time here on your weekly. Now, here on your monthly. On your weekly here, I was pointing out this 8 SMA here, and then if it could hold, well, obviously it did not hold. Okay, so she's going lower. So now you want to look to that 79.05, and then right below it here is at 78.42. And then remember that 200-day here on your daily chart here right in the 77 area. So that is going to be your big time target here. On the upside here, you really have to get back above at least that 8 SMA here, 86.16. This 200-day here, 86.08. So you're pretty much tied here, but it looks like that 8-day is trying to roll over again here. So basically upside, watch that key 8 SMA here. If it can go back up again, this is a weekly here, so it's not a daily. So you got till the end of the week here, which is tomorrow. On the downside though, watch this 79.05 here, and then your 50 SMA here at 78.42. Now you can see how your 50-day is leveling off here. If that is lost, okay, on a closing basis, that's the key, closing basis, boom, 69.39. That is your target, okay? So when we look at here, I was always pointing out all these candles here. This was the one candle I was always pointing out here was this 93.74. So it popped up there. It didn't last very long here. But then this is the candle that we're looking for. That's 95.05. And your high got to be 95.03. So that was within a 2 cents. Now, again, if it would have rallied up, then we just come to the next candle here at 95.76. And then your next level would have been 97.66. So what you do is just take these price channels and just take them right across. Those would be your levels there on your upside here. So like say it got above this level here at 97.66. Then you just look to this level here, 101.88 here. That would have been the next level, and then you could have went to the next level. But it just didn't get there. So one thing you always got to watch out when everybody is calling for $100 oil, $130 oil, $150 oil, you know what I'm saying? Always take that. You don't know what their agenda is, okay? They might want to try to sucker somebody in there to say, hey, get long now, and then they're on the short side, okay? So always keep that in mind. The best way I've always found out is block out all that noise, trade the charts. All right, let's take a look here at the old natty gas. Okay, we're coming into the season here of the natural gas here, okay? So if we have any kind of a disruption, you have a cold winter, any kind of a shortages here, natty gas here is going to rip. And remember, they don't call us the widowmaker here for nothing, all right? So basically what we want to do here is we want to look here at this. Well, you're at 30.018. You want to look at that 3.01, at 6. Now what you want to do is you want to look here at this 3.03, and then you retest up there at 3.05 here. But if you look here on this hourly chart here, when it sold off, it never even came down to the 200-day, and it held that key 2.85 there on a closing basis, which was always good. Rallied up. Now we got some sideways action. We have to see what's gonna, if it's gonna rip up. So on the downside, watch this 2.99. that 2.96, and watch that price channel right there at 2.95. This could even sell off all the way back down here to this 200-day sitting at 2.85, and this is still would be a very, very bullish pattern here. Okay, so here on your 4-hour chart here, same thing here. It never did fill this gap right here. Okay, it came down. That was at 2.85, but it never came down here to this 2.66 level here. Okay, so the venture gaps always get filled. Not right away, though. See, that's what you remember. So it came right down here. So when it's sold down here, that tells you that it's really bullish here because it never did fill the gap here, and now she's trying to run up. Let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, Natty Gas here, your daily and your weekly. Right now, real time, it is basically 3 flat. Okay, so what you're looking for here is you're looking for the top of this candle right here. Okay. This is that 3.018. It got as high as 3.02 today, which is very good. But this is the candle I've been pointing out here for months, 3.027. You get a close above that, and your target is going to be right there, 3.27. Above that, it's going to be 3.77. Very, very easily. Okay. So here on your weekly chart here, your 8-day is still above your 21-day. That is always very bullish. That bullish cross doesn't look like it here, but because it's kind of like flatlined here. But once that starts taking off and that curls right up there, you'll be able to hit these targets here with, absolutely no problem. Okay, so here on your daily chart, we're looking very good. You can see where you gapped up here, okay? It never did fill that gap. But what it is, when it came down, it held this 8 SMA. Okay, that's very bullish. Now you can see that 8 SMA is going on up here. Your 21's going up here. Your H is rolling up here. So that's always very, very bullish. So far today, we just have an inside day. We got to see what the numbers come out here on Natty Gas here at 10:30. Again, if you can close not only just above this candle here, but if you can close above this recent high at 305, that makes it very, very bullish. Now, I'm long natural gas here, and I've been long here since this candle here. The reason I've been long here is because if you put a low, you put in a higher low, and then we put in a higher low. Okay, so what I do is I have a long position going, and then I'm also scalping it during the day. I'm not scalping anything on the short side right now. I'm just scalping the long here, but I always have a long position here going this time of the year because of the seasonality chart here. Okay, so again, if it sells down, watch this 209, very, very key level here. Okay, watch this 21-day here at 2.76, and then we have 2.69, which is basically here. You got 2.7, 2.6. As that attaches, this 50-day is going to cross right up. So that is going to be key. But again, you can sell all the way down to this 2.60 and still have that series of higher lows. Still a very, very bullish pattern here. So anyway, just watch the downside. Watch this key level here on the upside, and we should be pretty good. Now remember, the EIA report will be out at 10:30. I'll have more for you on the old Crude and Natty Gas here after the pit close today. Thanks for watching.